Okay, so we have discussed about the critical thickness of insulation for the cylinder, and from that we have calculated the critical thickness or critical radius for the cylinder, and from that we get the equation as a RC is equal to K upon HO. So by using that equation we have to calculate the value of RC. That RC is nothing but critical radius of the insulation. Similarly, we have derived the equation for the sphere, and for that sphere, what is the equation? RC is equal to 2K by HO. 2K by HO. So from this critical radius of insulation, we get the two conclusions. That is conclusion one. In that, we have considered the radius of insulation is less than critical radius of the insulation, and this is the example for the electrical cable. So for the electrical cable, there is a need of maximum heat transfer, so that we have to maintain the radius of insulation is less than critical radius of insulation. Okay, and similarly, what is the conclusion number two? So conclusion number two is R2 is greater than RC, means radius of insulation is greater than critical radius of the insulation. So what will happen? Heat transfer rate will be reduces. And what are the applications related to this conclusion? That is steam and refrigeration pipes, where we want the reduce the heat transfer rate, heat transfer rate. So this is possible by maintaining the R2 is greater than RC. R2 is greater than RC. Then after that we have solved the two problems related to the critical radius of insulation. In that we have calculated the critical radius of insulation and percentage increase in heat dissipation. So in that, in first problem we have considered the radius whatever given. By using that equation we have find out the value of Q1. Similarly, in the second case, heat transfer is maximum when we know that at the time of there is a critical radius. So according to critical radius we have write the equation for the Q2 and finding out the value of Q2. So from that we have find out the value of percentage increase, that is 11.6%. And in the second problem they not given the radius of the insulation. So in that case, first of all we have find out the value of Q by using the without insulation. So whatever the formula without insulation, by using that we have calculated the value of Q1. In second case we have considering the insulation, and as well as we have to considering the critical radius, and by using that we have solved the value for the Q2, and from that we have calculated the value of percentage increase in heat dissipation, that is Q2 minus Q1 divided by Q1 is equal to 100. So from that we get the value of percentage increase in heat dissipation. Okay, so this is the two problems which is related to the critical radius of the insulation, So now write down the next problem, next point, that is heat conduction with internal heat generation. Now whatever part we have covered up to the yesterday's lecture, in that part we have not considering the internal heat generation. म्हणजे एखादा जो आपण कंपोनेंट कन्सिडर केलेला आहे त्याच्यामध्ये इंटरनल हीट जनरेशन आपण कन्सिडर केलेलं नाही. सो देर आर सो मेनी एक्झाम्पल्स वेअर द हीट जनरेशन in that component is takes place. Okay, so whatever the part we have covered in up to the yesterday's lecture, in that we have not considering the internal heat generation within that element, म्हणजे त्या component मध्ये heat generate होते आपण हे consider केलेलं नव्हतं. Now from today's lecture we have to consider the internal heat generation is there, means whatever the component we have considering, in that component heat generation will be takes place. Heat generation will be takes place, means in that component internally heat generation will be takes place. So write down the next point, heat conduction with internal heat generation. Heat conduction with internal heat generation. Okay, so what are the different examples related to this? So following are the some cases where heat generation and heat conduction are encountered. So what are the different examples for the internal heat generation? There is a fuel rod or nuclear reactor is there, then electrical conductors are there, then chemical and combustion processes are there, then drying and setting of the concrete. So these are the applications, or these are the examples, or these are the some cases where the internal heat generation is takes place. म्हणजे एखादा कंपोनेंट आहे, आता तुम्ही जर इलेक्ट्रिकल कंडक्टर जर कन्सिडर केला तर त्या कंपोनेंट मध्ये पण काय होणार आहे, हीट जनरेट होणार आहे. किंवा केमिकल and combustion processes also, in that processes internal heat generation is takes place. So these are the cases where the internal heat generation is takes place, that is fuel rod or nuclear reactor, fuel rods of the nuclear reactor, then electrical conductors, then chemical and combustion processes, then drying and setting of the concrete. So these are the some of the cases where the internal heat generation is takes place. So all of you write down these cases. Following are some cases. Following are some cases where following are some cases where heat generation where heat generation and heat conduction are encountered are encountered are encountered. So write down the cases. Write down first case, that is fuel rods of the nuclear reactor. Fuel rods of the nuclear reactor. Fuel rods of the nuclear reactor. Then second case, electrical conductors, electrical conductors. Then third, chemical and combustion processes, chemical and combustion processes, chemical and combustion processes. And then fourth, drying and setting of concrete, drying and setting of concrete, of concrete, drying and setting of the concrete. So these are the some cases where the internal heat generation is takes place. म्हणजे हा कन्सेप्ट शिकायची का गरज आहे बघा, तर काही केसेस अशा असणार आहे की त्या केसेस मध्ये त्या कॉम्पोनंट मध्ये पण हीट काय होणार आहे, जनरेट होणार नाही. मीन्स इंटरनल हीट जनरेशन इज टेक्स प्लेस विदिन दॅट पर्टिक्युलर एलिमेंट. Okay, so up to the yesterday's lecture, whatever the cases we have considering, in that we have considering the only heat transfer is due to the conduction, due to the convection. There is a no internal heat generation is takes place. Means in each time we have considered the qg is equal to 0, that is internal heat generation is 0. But now in this case we have to consider the components in such a way that having internal heat generation is there. Okay, so it is paramount important that the heat generation rate be controlled, otherwise the equipment may be fail. पण ह्या कंपोनंट मध्ये जी काही हीट जनरेट होते ती काय पाहिजे, कंट्रोलेबल पाहिजे. इफ दिस heat generation is not controllable, then what will happen, that component becomes fail, that components becomes fail. So our aim is to control the internal heat generation. Okay, thus in the design of the thermal systems, temperature distribution within the medium and the rate of heat dissipation to the surrounding ample importance. So for the designing of the any component, so I have to consider this internal maximum. At that time what will happen, that component becomes fail. So to reduce the chances of that component failing, we have to design the system in a such a way that the temperature of that particular system which is in the controllable, or which is in the factor of safety range. Okay, so this is the need, we have to control the temperature. Sorry, screen is not visible, I will check. Okay, now it is visible. Anyone reply me, screen is visible?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay, so internet problem is there, because of that suddenly that screen is not visible. Okay, so this is the दिस इज रिलेटेड टू द इंटरनल हीट जनरेशन. म्हणजे आता आपण काय करणार आहे, जे काही प्रॉब्लेम्स असणार आहेत किंवा जे काही डेरिव्हेशन्स असणार आहेत, इन दॅट वी हॅव टू कन्सिडर दी क्यूजी हॅव्हिंग सम व्हॅल्यूज देअर. मीन्स इंटरनल हीट जनरेशन इज टेक्स प्लेस. आतापर्यंत जे आपण डेरिव्हेशन बघितले, इन दॅट वी हॅव कन्सिडर दी क्यूजी इज इक्वल टू 0. मीन्स इंटरनल हीट जनरेशन इज नॉट देअर. बट now in this case we have to considering the internal heat generation is there. So these are the some cases where the internal heat generation is takes place. Internal heat generation is takes place. Okay, so write down derivation for that. First derivation, plain wall with uniform heat generation. आपण बघितलेलं आहे प्लेन वॉल पण आपण विदाउट इंटरनल हीट जनरेशनचं पण डेरिव्हेशन बघितलेलं आहे. नाउ वी हॅव टू सी द डेरिव्हेशन फॉर द प्लेन वॉल विथ युनिफॉर्म हीट जनरेशन. सो ऑल ऑफ यू राइट डाउन फर्स्ट derivation regarding this case. Plain wall with uniform heat generation. Okay, write down plain wall with uniform heat generation. Plain wall with uniform heat generation. So write down first some information regarding that. So whatever we are considering that. So write down consider a plain wall. Consider a plain wall of thickness L. Consider a plain wall of thickness L. Consider a plain wall of thickness L of uniform thermal conductivity K. Of uniform thermal conductivity K. Uniform thermal conductivity K, and in which uniform thermal conductivity K, and in which heat sources are and in which heat sources are uniformly distributed. In which heat sources are uniformly distributed in the whole volume. Heat sources are uniformly distributed in the whole volume. Whole volume. Full stop. Let the wall surfaces are maintained. Let the wall surfaces are maintained at temperature T1 and T2. Let the wall surfaces are maintained. Wall surfaces are maintained at temperature T1 and T2. Wall surfaces are maintained at temperature T1 and T2. T1 and T2. T1 and T2. Full stop. Next line. Let us assume that. Let us assume that heat flow is. Let us assume that heat flow is one dimensional. Let us assume that heat flow is one dimensional, comma, under steady state conditions. Under steady state conditions. Under steady state conditions and steady state conditions, and there is uniform volumetric heat generation, and there is uniform volumetric heat generation within the wall. Uniform heat generation within the wall. So already we have derived the equation for the plane wall. In that we have considering the Qg is equal to 0. But in this case we have considering the one plane wall having thickness is L and uniform thermal conductivity is K, and in that element heat sources are uniformly distributed in the whole volume. म्हणजे जो काही कॉम्पोनंट आहे त्याच्यामध्ये हीट सोर्सेस आपण काय केलेले असणार आहेत, डिस्ट्रीब्यूट केलेले असणार आहेत. लेट दी वॉल सरफेसेस आर मेंटेन्ड ॲट टेम्परेचर T1 and T2. जी काय वॉल आहे त्याचं वन साइडचं टेम्परेचर जे असणार आहे ते T1 असणार आहे and whatever the temperature of another side that is T2. So in this case we have to assume that heat is one dimensional. Heat flow जो असणार आहे तो कसा असणार आहे, heat flow is one dimensional and steady state condition is there and there is a uniform heat generation within the wall. So whatever we have covered that derivation, in that derivation we have not considering this factor, that is uniform heat generation within the wall. Okay, so for this case we have to deriving the derivation. म्हणजे प्लेन वॉलचा आपण इक्वेशन काढलेला आहे, Q is equal to what, Q is equal to K into A into T1 minus T2 divided by L. So in that case we have considering the Qg is equal to 0, but now in this case we have to consider there is a value of Qg. So according to that we have to derive the derivation for the heat heat transfer from the plane wall with uniform heat generation. Okay, so this is the first derivation, that is plane wall with uniform heat generation. So this is the some parameters, that parameters we have considering. So draw this diagram. Okay, so draw this diagram. This is the one plane wall having thickness is L, having thickness is L. Okay, so at we have to considering the different cases, x is equal to 0, at the center x is equal to L by 2, and at the right hand side x is equal to L. So we are considering one small element. So in that small element heat conducted is Qx and heat generated within that small element is Qg, and heat conducted out from that small element is Qx plus dx. Okay, so all of you draw this diagram. So whatever the information regarding this plane wall, already we have written that information. थिकनेस किती असणार आहे, L असणार आहे. थर्मल कंडक्टिव्हिटी किती असणार आहे, K असणार आहे. वॉल टेम्परेचर काय असणार आहे, लेफ्ट हँड सरफेस टेम्परेचर इज T1, राइट हँड टेम्परेचर इज T2. Okay, so already related to this plane wall we have written the information. So for this plane wall we have to calculate the value of the Q when there is a internal heat generation. Already we have derived the equation for the Q when the internal heat generation is 0, but in this case we have considering the Qg, because in that small element some amount of heat is generated within the element. So that factor we have to considering, that factor we have to considering. Okay, so all of you draw this diagram. After completion of diagram, put the message in the chat box so that I will proceed. Okay, draw this diagram. After completion of diagram, put that message in the chat box. Okay, diagram is over. Shall I proceed? सिंपल डायग्राम आहे प्लेन वॉलची. त्याच्यामध्ये काय केलेलं आहे आपण, थिकनेस कन्सिडर केलेला आहे L, लेफ्ट हँड सरफेस टेम्परेचर इज T1, right hand surface temperature is T2. Then we are considering one small element. So for that small element heat conducted into the element is Qx, then heat conducted out from that element is Qx plus dx, then heat generated within the element is Qg. Okay, so along the x-axis, so at the left hand side x is equal to 0, at the center x is equal to L by 2, and at the right hand side x is equal to L. Okay, so we have written in this manner because we have to applying the, after the in the derivation we have to applying the boundary condition. So for that there is a need of x is equal to 0, then what is the temperature? If x is equal to L, then what is the temperature? So in that way we have to applying the boundary condition. So because of that we have written as a x is equal to 0, then x is equal to L by 2, x is equal to L. So at that time what is the value of temperature or what is the heat transfer rate? So we have to calculate by using these conditions. Okay, so now write down next line. Consider an element, write down, consider an element of thickness, consider an element of thickness, consider an element of thickness at a distance x from the, at a distance x from the left hand face of the wall, consider an element of thickness at a distance x from the left hand face of the wall, at a distance x from the left hand face of the wall, heat conducted in at a distance x, heat conducted in at a distance x. Okay, so first of all we have to write down the equation for the qx. तर तो जो एलिमेंट आहे त्याचा डिस्टन्स काय दिलेला आहे, x डिस्टन्स फ्रॉम दी लेफ्ट हँड फेस. सो वी हॅव टू कॅल्क्युलेट दी heat conducted in at a distance x. So qx is equal to, so we know that what is the standard equation for the heat conduction, that is q is equal to k into dt by dx. So in that way we have to write down the equation for the heat conducted in at a distance x. तर त्या डिस्टन्स एक्स मधून जी काही हीट कंडक्ट झालेली असणार आहे त्या एलिमेंट मध्ये. सो फॉर दॅट वी हॅव टू राईट डाऊन दी इक्वेशन. सो क्यू एक्स इज इक्वल टू व्हॉट, क्यू एक्स इज इक्वल टू मायनस के इंटू ए इंटू डी टी बाय डी एक्स. ओके, सो दिस मच अमाउंट ऑफ हीट इज कंडक्टेड into that element along the x direction. ओके, एवढी हीट काय होणार आहे त्या एलिमेंट मध्ये कंडक्ट होऊन येणार आहे. कुठून येणार आहे, त्या x डिस्टन्स मधून तेवढी हीट त्या एलिमेंट मध्ये येणार आहे. So what is the equation for that? Qx is equal to minus k into a into dt by dx, dt by dx. Okay, then next, heat generated in the element. We know that what is the heat generated within the element, that is qg. Capital qg म्हणजे काय असणार आहे, तर त्या स्मॉल एलिमेंट मध्ये किती हीट जनरेट झालेले आहे समजते का बघा. qx अमाउंट ऑफ हीट कंडक्ट होऊन आलेले आहे त्या एलिमेंट मध्ये, पण त्या एलिमेंट मध्ये काहीतरी हीट जनरेट होणार आहे. आतापर्यंत आपण तो क्यूजी 0 कन्सिडर करत होतो, पण ह्या केस मध्ये आपल्याला ती व्हॅल्यू कन्सिडर करावी लागणार आहे, बिकॉज आवर डेरिवेशन इज फॉर प्लेन वॉल विथ युनिफॉर्म हीट जनरेशन. सो राइट डाउन द इक्वेशन फॉर हीट जनरेटेड इन द एलिमेंट, हीट जनरेटेड इन द एलिमेंट, heat generated in the element, heat generated in the element. So capital qg is equal to, capital qg is equal to small qg into a into dx. Capital qg is equal to small qg into a into dx. Okay, so general heat conduction equation in Cartesian coordinate system, in that we have written this equation for the qg. So this equation is because of this small qg is nothing but heat generated per unit volume. ओके, स्मॉल क्यूजी म्हणजे काय असणार आहे, हीट जनरेटेड पर युनिट व्हॉल्यूम असणार आहे. तर त्याच्यावरून आपल्याला जर हीट जनरेटेड कॅल्क्युलेट करायचं असेल तर काय करायला लागेल, क्यूजीला आपल्याला व्हॉल्यूम न मल्टिप्लाय करायला लागेल. सो व्हॉल्यूम इज नथिंग बट एरिया इंटू थिकनेस, सो ए इंटू dx. So in that way we have written the equation as a capital qg is equal to small qg into a into dx, because small qg is nothing but heat generated per unit volume per unit time in that element. So all of you write down where small qg is equal to, where small qg is equal to heat generated per unit volume, heat generated per unit volume per unit time in the element, heat generated per unit volume per unit time in the element, in the element. Okay, heat generated per unit volume per unit time in the element. Okay, तर आपण काय लिहिलं, त्या स्मॉल एलिमेंट मध्ये किती हीट कंडक्ट झाली, व्हॉट इज द इक्वेशन फॉर दॅट qx, then what amount of heat is generated within that element, that qj is equal to small qj into a into dx. Then we have to write down the equation for how much amount of heat is conducted out from that x plus dx distance. So write down heat conducted out, heat conducted out, heat conducted out at a distance x plus dx, heat conducted out at a distance x plus dx, heat conducted out at a distance x plus dx. So write down the equation for that qx plus dx. राईट हँड फेज जो एलिमेंट्स आहे तिथून हिट किती कंडक्ट होणार आहे, आउट होणार आहे म्हणजे क्यू एक्स प्लस डी एक्स, कारण जे टोटल डिस्टन्स असणार आहे ते एक्स प्लस डी एक्स असणार आहे. सो वी हॅव टू कन्सिडर ॲज ए total heat conducted out at a distance x plus dx, so that is qx plus dx. So by Taylor series expansion, already we have write this equation for the general heat conduction equation in cylindrical coordinate system, sorry कार्टेशियन कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टीम. म्हणजे ऑलरेडी आपण हे इक्वेशन लिहिलेलं आहे, तर हे इक्वेशन कशावरून येते, टेलर सिरीज एक्सपान्शन. सो राईट डाऊन heat conducted out at a distance x plus dx, heat conducted out at a distance x plus dx. So write down qx plus dx is equal to qx plus d by dx of qx into dx. So write down qx plus dx is equal to qx plus dx is equal to qx plus dx is equal to qx plus d by dx of qx into dx. Qx plus dx is equal to qx plus d by dx of qx into dx. So this is the equation from the Taylor series expansion. याच्यामध्ये हायर ऑर्डरच्या टर्म पण येणार आहेत, पण त्या टर्म आपण निग्लेक्ट करणार कारण त्याची व्हॅल्यू जी असणार आहे ती कमी असणार आहे. जिथे डी स्क्वेअर टी अपॉन डी एक्स स्क्वेअर अशा टर्म येणार आहेत, परत डी क्यूब क्यू एक्स अपॉन डी एक्स क्यूब. सो इन दॅट वे द टर्म्स विल बी arises in that particular equation, but the value of higher orders is less. So we have to removing that terms and we have to take in the only having some value terms. Okay, so qx plus dx is equal to qx plus d by dx of qx into dx. Okay, so for that small element we have to write down the energy balance equation. Okay, qx amount of heat काय येणार आहे त्या एलिमेंट मध्ये येणार आहे कंडक्ट होऊन, त्याच्यानंतर qg अमाऊंट ऑफ हिट त्या एलिमेंट मध्ये जनरेट होणार आहे इज इक्वल टू काय असणार आहे टोटल हिट तुमची किती आउट होणार आहे. ओके, so qx, that is heat conducted into the element, plus qg is heat generated within the element, is equal to what, how much amount of heat is conducted out from that distance x plus dx. So write down the therefore energy balance for the element, energy balance for the element, energy balance for the element. So write down the energy balance equation for that particular element. qx plus qg, qx plus qg, qx plus qg is equal to qx plus qg is equal to qx plus dx, qx plus dx. Okay, so this is the energy balance equation for that particular small element. म्हणजे किती हीट आत आली आणि किती हीट बाहेर गेली, याचं जे इक्वेशन असणार आहे that is nothing but energy balance for that particular element. So qx is coming into the element, qg is generated within the element, so addition of these two is nothing but heat conducted out from the element. So qx plus qg is equal to qx plus dx. Okay, then put this values into this equation. So qx plus qg is equal to, what is the value of qx plus dx? So already we have written the equation for the qx plus dx by the Taylor series expansion. So what is that equation? Qx plus d by dx into qx into dx. So all of you write down the equation. Instead of qx plus dx, we have to put the value of qx plus d by dx into qx into dx. समजलं का बघा सगळ्यांना? qx plus dx साठी आपण काहीतरी इक्वेशन लिहिलेलं आहे, टेलर सिरीज एक्सपान्शन म्हणून आपल्याला एक इक्वेशन मिळाले, ती व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला इथं पुट करायची. सो ऑल ऑफ यू पुट दॅट व्हॅल्यू इन्स्टेड ऑफ qx plus dx. Okay, so in the left hand side there is a qx, and in the right hand side there is a qx. Okay, so qx will be cancelled. qx will be cancelled. So what is the remaining equation? qg is equal to dy dx of qx into dx. qg is equal to dy dx qx into dx. qg is equal to dy dx of qx into dx. Okay, but we know that value of qg. So what is the equation for the qg? We know that equation for the qg is equal to small qg into a into dx. Small qg into a into dx. And similarly, what is the value of qx? That is minus k into a into dt by dx. So put that values into this equation. Instead of qg, small qg into a into dx, and small qx is equal to, sorry, qx is equal to minus k into a into dt by dx. Okay, so take the derivative. So qg into a into dx is equal to what? Minus k into a into derivative of dt by dx is nothing but d square t upon dx square into dx. Okay, so in the left hand side there is a area, in the right hand side there is the area, then dx will be cancelled. So what is the remaining term? So write down d square t upon dx square plus qg by k is equal to 0. d square t upon dx square plus qg by k is equal to 0, and that is the equation number 1. समजले बघा, एरिया एरिया कॅन्सल होणार आहे, dx dx कॅन्सल होणार आहे. सो व्हॉट इज द रिमेनिंग इक्वेशन? d square t upon dx square plus qg by k is equal to 0. d square t upon dx square plus qg by k is equal to 0, and that is the equation number 1. That is the equation number 1. Okay, then integrate this equation. By integrating this equation we get the value of dt by dx. Integrate, so dt by dx is equal to what? Minus qg by k into x plus c1, and that is the equation number 2. That is the equation number 2. dt by dx is equal to minus qg by k into x plus c1, that is the equation number 2. Then again integrate that equation, then we get the value of t. So what is the value of t? T is equal to minus qg x square upon 2k plus c1x plus c2, that is the equation number 3. That is the equation number 3. So this is the temperature profile for that particular plane wall. So in this case we have to calculate the value of C1 and C2. We have to calculate the value of C1 and C2. So for that we have to consider in the different cases. So both surfaces having the same temperature, and if both surfaces having the different temperature, so according to that we have to put in the different conditions. Okay, so in next lecture we have to considering the case 1 and case 2 and finding the values of C1 and C2, and from that we have to finding the values of Q. Okay, so we have to stop here. All of you put your roll numbers in the chat box. Okay, so thank you very much. Because of internet problem, so we have not conducted whole lecture. Some part is missing. Okay, so no problem. In next lecture we have to cover the remaining derivation.